So I asked my question on the Ask Shango ratio.
That sexy god who uses playing cards?
Yes, it is he who revealed this motherfucker was plotting against me.
오하오.
He was right.
테트 이즈 어메이징 아인가요?
Now I know just what to do with him.
Oh yes. Shango Ray will read your bloody mail. He's the Sorcerer Supreme. Fuck around if you want to.
Yes, this is Shango Ray, and you're looking at our very own Lakshmi PIXIU handcrafted, handmade wealth bracelet. We also have a slew of other PIXIU powered products that you could take advantage of for the Black Saggy sale prices. All right, these are very limited. Most of these sets, there's only one in stock because they are handmade. It takes hours to make each one. All right, we also brought back the 3-day binding spell and the 3-day breakup spell if that's something you really want. All right, head to shango-ray.com or link in the description, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace.
Here I am talking without the fucking sound on. Word. Anyways, as I was saying, hope y'all are well today. I wanted to be on earlier, but yeah, just didn't work that way. So today, what we're going to do in just a minute, in a minuto, and Lurkeisha, I see you out there. You can say hi though, okay? Daddy don't bite, initially anyways. But what I'm going to do is we're going to do an energy read for this full moon that we're approaching into. It's in Gemini too. What you think about that? And this one's going to be for the 4 elements. So all the fire signs are going to have your own little section. All the water signs, air signs, you know, shit like that. I may even open it up if you want to ask me a question or something. We can do that too. But first, I'm gonna get this out the way. What you didn't hear me say, because the mic was muted, was I'm already over this cold shit. I am. I hate the cold. Can I just say that? I don't even complain. But we haven't even got into winter yet. And fuck this cold shit. Okay, I need some heat. All right. I'm a tropical people. God damn it. What do we have here? Demetris Crosby. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Welcome. Yeah, we're going to get into this. I'm going to put this right here for now. I'll be lazy. I don't want to be doing my whole setup sometimes, so I just use a smaller setup with less room. But all right, so what I'm going to do here first and foremost is just say this. If you happen to be watching this live, great. If not, and you're catching this afterwards, that's great too. So go ahead and what doesn't matter your sign, because we're going to do fire signs. We're going to do water, air, earth. I don't know exactly what order, but the elements, you know. So go ahead and just take a nice deep breath for me, because you need to relax. Relaxation is probably the greatest state of power that you have. Gives you access to all kinds of things. Go ahead and just gaze at the eye. Take a nice deep breath. Hold it at the top for 3, 2, 1, and just go ahead and release. You can even sigh while you do it. That's right. Opening your mind for whatever information may need to come from you. Maybe this reading isn't for you. We'll find out. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, cool. Yeah. I like to take pride in my name pronouncing, my name pronouncing skills, you know. I don't like to mispronounce people's names if I can help it, but you know. All right. So I'm just going to do, I think what we're going to do today is we're going to do, of course, fire signs. We're in Sagittarius season. So, you know, fire signs are first. All right. So if you are a Sagittarius, the Lord has blessed you beyond all inconceivable knowledge. All right. Aries, Leo, y'all are welcome too. You know, we love you too. We're cousins. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So let's get into this. Show me what information, insights need to come through for all the fire signs. Now, granted, too, yes, you can even take this a step further. If your moon is a fire sign, or if you have a particular placement that you notice is really important for you, and it happens to be a fire sign, you can apply this to you too. All right. Everything goes here. Okay. It's in my name, Sean Go. All right. Everything goes. All right. So let's get it. Just give me a second while I center myself. Switch through these cards. All right. I'm going to do one shuffle, and then we're going to cut. Let's get it. That's how we're cooking today. All right. Camila Davis. Welcome. And you know what I'm going to do too for each of the elements? I'm going to add some initials where needed, because you know there might be some situations or things with people that pop up and you need to know about that shit, right? And I need to relight that. All right, let's get it. For this one, we'll do 5 cards. Fire signs, I'm talking to you. Cryptic Sandy, what is going on? How you doing? I feel like I've been missing you, Cryptic Sandy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got something coming I think you're going to love. I can't say nothing about it, though. Like, I'm working feverishly to get it done. But when you see it, you're going to know that you definitely ran across my mind for that. All right? I'll just put a little pin in that. All right? Now, please, just give me a second here. Fire signs, what's going on? It's going to come to me, right? I didn't even do no warm-up. You know what I'm saying? So we're just jumping right into it. Oh, all right. I'm going to start where I'm feeling drawn. You know what I'm saying? From mi corazón tu su. Okay? Here we go. I see some relationship worries for the fire signs happening. Okay? Some of you are worried about a love that you don't even have yet. Okay? You're worried about a love that you don't have yet. Some of you are in a relationship or you're seeing somebody and the feelings are getting thick. And you're wondering what's going on. You're wondering why this person's behavior has changed. And I'm here to tell you, your suspicions, according to the cards, are correct. It appears that some of you fire signs are also in somewhat of a love triangle. Let me clarify something too. Just because it's a love triangle doesn't necessarily mean it's anything negative. All right. If you're dating, that can kind of be considered a love triangle because there's multiple variable parts going on here. Okay. Because you're dating. You can't put the clamp on that person or they can't put the clamp on you. All right. So it could also be going that way. All right. But some of you, I just sense that some of you are catching feelings for somebody. All right. And yes, we are going to call to mind some signs here. So we know who we're talking about. This reading is kind of going to go all over because just like Gemini, it's just going to go all over. All right. So we are going to also touch on finances because I know some of you can give a shit about love, you about that bag, and I appreciate that. All right. We're gonna just fit it. I see money up in here too. I see some good news for you too. So if the love shit don't apply, let it fly. All right, plain and simple. But let me see. Who is this? What's this? What's this malarkey? All right. Is it worry? Is it a love triangle? Some of you may be in an exclusive relationship and things are not as they should. I'm just saying. I mean, it happens, right? So give me some signs here that the fire signs need to know about or to catch their attention if this reading is for them, all right? What are the signs here? I'm seeing some Pisces action. I'm seeing some Pisces action going on here. Who else we got besides the Pisces? I'm gonna do like 5 signs, all right? I'm also seeing some Capricorn action. Now, granted, this can also be your lovers or persons or whatever you want to call them. This could be maybe either their moon also. Their emotions, right? Moon is over the emotions and can also be holy shit. Taurus. God bless you if you can fuck with a Taurus. So Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus. Oh, looks like we got some crab action too. Got some crab action. All right, some crab action. What else we got here? Talk to me. Oh, and some aquarium. You've been to the aquarium, huh? Yeah. Got some aquarium action too. All right. Now, shall I pull some goddamn initials? Do you want to go there too? You want to go there too? All right. This is just applying also for this section of the reading, may I say. How many? I'll do 4 initials. All right, just 4. All right. This could be maybe their first name. Maybe your name pops up, your initial. All right. So I'm seeing a J, as in jack off. All right. J. I'm also seeing an R. R. I'm also seeing a K, as in killer. K as in killer. And finally, I'm seeing an N, all right, as in nasty, all right. I also see some of you fire signs making some moves professionally within your business or within, actually this, I feel more so you fire signs with a job. I see some of you actively resigning or you're ending something, okay? This is why I'm saying that. You are ending something, all right? This is also the end of a particular kind of cycle for you also. So don't take things too personal around this time as far as just what has to go is going to go. Spirits keep telling me something about ending some shit spiritually. So maybe you were dealing with something before up until now, but whatever it was that you were dealing with spiritually is not serving you anymore. So it's kind of time to like shed that, to let that go and move on to your next phase of spiritual development for those of you who are spiritually inclined. All right. Let's see here. Change in money. Change in money status. Okay. Your money is in the process right now. Your finances are in the process right now of changing. All right. And I'm going to extend myself and say that this is for the positive. All right. I'm seeing it here. Some of you are going to your future money that is making its way towards you. You're going to meet it halfway. It has something to also do with travel. All right. You may need to go somewhere to make a deal. Maybe, I don't know. There's so many ways that this can go. Like if you're a vendor, you have to travel sometimes. Sometimes, you know, it's good to take shit on the road, you know. Since, yeah, this, and look at this change is also bringing in something new. All right. So, you know, a lot of times people look at winter as, or this winter time shit, right, as a time to like kind of draw within and figure out what you want to do for this next year coming up, right? So I'm definitely also seeing some new things, new opportunities. Y'all, some of y'all got so much, there's a lot of you fire signs, y'all are starting shit. So you've been like, you know, in the lab cooking it up and you're about to take it somewhere. You're about to start this thing, right? There's only so much thinking you should be doing. You should balance your thinking and your doing. For every point of thinking, you should have a point of doing, maybe even two. What's the Oracle Cup say? It says yes. See? So you know, what I'm saying is some of you may be trapped in your head about that. All right. Look, there's only so much you're going to figure out in your head. The rest of it, you're going to figure out in the world. All right. In your world, taking it into your world and seeing, let that show you what you need to do, what adjustments you need to make. You can think that you're going to like to do something. Trust me on this one. And then once you actually get started in doing it, you find out it's not what it's cracked up to be. It's not what you thought it was. Evidenced by this. This is also a very important card. This is the card to me of the what and why. If you've ever heard me pull this card and say that, because that's what this really represents. And it's the only thing actually standing in the way of the motion that you want to experience. You want things to like go. Like, you know, some of you are getting very impatient also. You know what I'm saying? But this new change that you're going to do, whether it's, I just keep getting a lot of starting a business, starting some kind of a business, you know. But yes, it could also apply to maybe a career change or a new job. All right. And sometimes it's also taking an existing hustle or something that you're doing and now doing it differently, flipping it. All right. Can I get just 3 signs that may be involved with this part of the fire signs, their journey into this new financial world? A big thing for me, and it's easy to let it go or to sleep on it, is making sure that you make your money work for you. I've been guilty of just getting caught up in getting the money, manifesting the money. And then you got to manifest it again, right? As opposed to putting that bitch to work like you're supposed to. And this, believe me, just goes just as much to me as it does to you. Get off the hamster wheel, right? What's up, Rico? All right, so we're going to just pull some zodiac signs who are going to be coming along, helping you, you know, instrumental. Don't forget how much people count in your world. Like, you know, we all need other people at some point in time. All right. They could be advisors. They could just give you some good game. They may have a particular skill that you could trade with them, whatever your skill is, and, you know, get some things going. I want to encourage all signs, though, but especially the fire signs, become that. If you're not already, switch from being a consumer, someone who just buys shit, to someone who creates shit, you know? Yeah. All right. Here's some signs that I think are going to be helping you at the end of this year and into the 2024. I'm seeing Gemini. Speaking of the devil, I'm seeing Gemini. Got some Gemini action going on. Taurus action going on. That's some good old Taurus action. Some bullshitters. Another Sag. That's right. You're going to be clicking up with some. You're going to be, well, some of you are archers, but those of you who are not, a Sag and a Leo, a Sag and an Aries make the best fucking team. And of course, Sag on Sag action, you know. Got that going on. One more, por favor. Then we're going to move on. I think we're going to go water after this. Aries, speaking of the fire signs. Another Aries. Aries are definitely doers, man. They're movers and shakers. I haven't met an Aries yet I don't like. I ain't got along with. I have gotten along with like every Aries I've ever met, pretty much, that I can think of. You're all good in my book. All right. Yeah, I remember you telling me Rico's blessed with a Sag mom. And I have to say this, though, that like Sag women, they're just a whole other thing. They're a whole other thing. And Sag women, and it's, well, I think actually all the fire sign women, because definitely I would say this applies to Leo, but I can't leave Aries out either. But Leo and Sag, like, you can't be weak fucking with them. Like the women. The women are a whole different thing. Whole different thing. But anyways, fire signs, that is what I have coming through for you with this full moon. Okay, remember, full moons they represent completion, right? So it's time to like poop or get off the pot, basically. You've been cooking on something. It's time to bring it to the world. Bring it into your world. All right, put some action behind it. Yeah, put some action behind it. All right, so where are we at on the time? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Moon and Scorp. Let me see here. Pisces. Oh, shit. Sun, Aries. Oh, Pisces, Sun. Okay, Aries, Moon. So you got that hot. Yeah, I knew you got that hot stuff. Sandy, I knew you got that hot stuff. Yeah. You know, I love the Pisces, though. I do. I really, really do. I got love for the Pisces. I bitch and complain about y'all sometimes, but like, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love. So I'm going to just take a real quick break here. And yeah, so that kind of goes for everybody, though. Like, this is the time to like put your shit in action. You know, get your little plan together and then just get moving. The rest of the plan comes together after. It really does. You know? You know, I love the pissy action, though. I really do. Shit. Y'all are crazy, though. Y'all are fucking nuts. Y'all are fucking nuts. You got hella Scorpio energy. You a serial killer, Rico. In disguise, brother. Brother, you are a serial killer. See, my Pluto and Scorpio do that affect personality because they all represent something. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it in some form or fashion. Remember, it's an influence. It doesn't make you do anything. It's just an influence, right? An influence may be, you know, you might be more prone to do X, Y, Z or something like that versus somebody else. And of course, there's also your experiences and things that have happened to you since you've been on this planet that make a big difference as to who you are, your personality, shit like that, you know? Sun and Moon. Demetrius, Sun and Moon, what? What are you? What signs am I amongst tonight? All right, water signs. Give it to me. Talking about you could have been cool with. Yeah. You know. Yeah. You know, I'm glad you admit that, though, Crypto. Let me just call you Sandrita. You know what I'm saying? Like you could, you know, I'm glad you admit that. I know I'm crazy as fuck. Like I really am. Like I'm very unassuming. You would not know it, you know, but I'm crazy as fuck. Hola, mamita. Oh, let's see here. Oh, you're Scorp. Okay, shout out. You know what? I got actually a lot of love for Scorps. They're misunderstood as fuck, just like Sagittarius are, you know? They've been deemed the bad guys of the zodiac, you know? Kind of so we, like as much bitching and complaining as I've heard about Sagittarius, but I've addressed that in my new video, the Sagittarian Survival Guide. I dropped the #1 problem why people have problems with Sag, because you try and tame the wind. If you don't try and tame the wind, you won't have no problems. You'll get everything you want. That's a secret. All right, so let's get the water. Then we're going to hit air. My least favorite of all the kinds of signs are the earth signs. All right, so yeah, you know, only if you're provoked. And my Venus is in Scorp, so I have a little bit of Scorp inside. You know, I got a little Scorp running through my veins. You know, I'm very familiar with y'all's energy. Like it can be very, very intense. All right, water signs. What are we talking about? Okay. Water signs, water signs, water signs. Oh, all right. You ready for this, water sign? Yeah. Give me some of that squirt. Don't play with me. Have you ever seen a horse drink water? Okay, then. Don't play with me. All right. A lot of you water signs, this completion of this lunar shit, and I'm still like, whatever. I just do this because a lot of you know about the full moon and all this shit. I'm not saying the moon doesn't influence shit, you know, but I'm just like really an advocate too of like going past this shit, not being bound by moon phases and things like that. Kind of like, you know, you could say how Brother Panic we used to say, like, but that shit really fucking resonated to me. Like either you a god or goddess or you're not. Now I get it. And it's cool to like kind of pay attention to certain things, especially if you want to know how the humans are going to act. You know, you really want to pay attention to your astrology and shit. But for you water signs though, I feel like you're going to have a lot of situations this particular season as we move into winter also that are going to challenge your whole notion of, you know, what it is, what are you worth? What are you worth as far as in a relationship? Are you worth the relationship that you claim that you really want? Do you feel that way is my question, water signs? Or do you have some type of subconscious secret block that always itches at you every time you go to think about your ideal lover or who might be your ideal lover or romance or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe even the relationship you're in now. Sometimes you can start to sabotage it unconsciously and not even know it because there's a part of you that's pushing it away because it's like, I don't deserve it. I know it sounds stupid, but it's true. And don't worry, we're going to get into some zodiac signs that have to do with this. All right. But before we do that, each one is going to, each element I'm going to move a little differently because I'm just kind of free flowing here. All right. Now, there are some things that are going on with some of you water signs that y'all need to really be on top of your health. All right. You got one of the death cards here. You got one of the death cards. All right. Now, this can mean an end to something. For example, let me just give you some examples because it can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But maybe the end of a particular kind of diet, maybe the end of a particular kind of activity. Maybe you've been drinking too much. Maybe you've been smoking too much. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. Maybe you also have some kind of either disease or injury. All right. Injuries, some of you water signs might be injury prone. I don't want to speak that over you, but I'm just saying, like, make sure you're like here and not off in your fantasy world, because all water signs have this fantasy world they can retreat to. You think you're talking to them and they're like somewhere else, you know? So yeah, something's definitely some of you are resisting you're going through this think of the caterpillar that turns into the butterfly, right? Right before it becomes a butterfly, and after it's already been sludge, and then it starts to reform, to regel as a butterfly, it has to like bust through the cocoon, if you will, and then like flap its wings and all that shit. I feel like some of you are resisting, like you're like in that part of a stage, spiritually speaking, all right? Because you're going from one phase, or I don't know the word that I would use here. You're going from one thing to another. So you're kind of in this weird middle zone. Some of you are resisting. Some of you water signs get really stuck on things, and you get stuck on things emotionally more so, you know? So it's like, whether it's nostalgic, whether it's just, you know, I know I should let this person go, but I don't want to. Like, all these things fall under this particular category. But something that I definitely got from this was taking care of your health, like really, you know, really making whatever changes. And, you know, high as fuck, huh? Felicia, what's going on, Felicia? So yeah, you got some changes that are going to need to be made. And let me just say this to you, water sign. These are the kind of changes that either you make them, you go along with it and make it a little easier for yourself, and you know, be proactive in your change, or things are going to happen. It's going to seem like things are happening to you that are going to make you change. All right. I'm reminded of a story that my father told me, because my father battled with diabetes before he passed. And, you know, he was telling me, because I remember as a child, he would like just eat the worst shit, never drank water, you know what I'm saying? Always soda and shit like that. And he used to say, well, what's the point of living if you can't eat what you want? But his tune changed after a while, because when the doctor said, well, yeah, you'll still be alive, but you may not have hands and feet. You may be blind, you know, shit like that. I'm just saying this as an example of, you know, some of you are facing real health challenges that need to be taken seriously, because if you don't take them seriously, they're going to take you seriously. Okay. Gabish. That's what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now, like I said, this also represents, spiritually speaking, going from one phase, one stage, whatever you want to call it, to another. And I do sense for a lot of you that there's a resistance here as well. Now, in the midst of all this, though, you water signs are going to, your creativity is going to be through the fucking roof. I suggest that you use it. I suggest that you utilize this shit. It's a gift. You know, art and creativity is very closely connected to spirituality. That's why you may have heard, like, people who do this spiritual shit for a living, such as myself, maybe you or someone you know, it's imperative that they have some type of creative hobby or creative like output, something that they can do that has nothing to do with what they regularly do. Because it builds these channels in your mind and in your energy centers, you know. And I know when you're tapped into something, when you're being creative, I don't care how the creativity comes through, whether it's dance, art, writing, it doesn't matter. It could be boxing, could be fucking fighting, could be fucking knitting blankets, whatever. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's like you're communing with the divine. You know, for me, when I'm making music, when I was making music, that was one form of creativity where it's like, because it's like you're not even doing the shit. It's like something's flowing through you. doing it. And it's like you're tapped into something, you know? All right. So that's definitely another thing that's happening here. There may be some trouble afoot. All right. This is some more relationship shit. This is just how it's coming through. Some of you are with some, I don't want to say like a fuck boy or girl. All right. But I feel some fuck energy here. I feel kind of copious amounts of fuck energy here. Some of you may even have a bleeding heart for somebody that's always in some shit, right? Oftentimes they drag you in some shit. You probably noticed that if you're not dealing with this person, things seem to just go so much better. Your money, your life, just all the way around. But you have this thing for them. It could be a fire sign, by the way. All right. This is the card of the actor, and this is the card of thief. All right. An actor doesn't necessarily mean something bad, but oftentimes it's meaning somebody who knows how to lie real good. A bullshit artist, a stroke artist, okay? Felicia, fire signs I just did already. They were the first ones, so you might want to either remind it or something. Heather, how you doing there, Heather? This relationship is also coming to an end. Some of you, hold on, it gets better. Hold on. Some of you, your current either relationship, I'll just say relationship, okay? Whether it's an exclusive relationship, it don't matter. Whether it's just you're seeing somebody and you kind of like this person, you want to keep seeing them, seeing where it goes. I feel like some of you are also in a situation where that's going to end because of this person's energy. This could be a guy or a girl, all right? The Jack could be a guy or a girl. Another ending, okay? You got another 9 here. What'd I tell you about that? Another 9, another ending. And it's reversed. And it's reversed. Prophetess, what are you doing up, young lady? Give me 5 signs that the water signs that they can recognize. Give me 5 signs. I don't want to go no more than 5. All right. What are these signs? 5 signs right now. Thank you. First off, we have, okay, so you water signs. First off, we have Gemini action. So we got some Gemini action. Mind you, yes, this could be their sun, their moon, possibly even their Venus or their relationship, you know, whatever, but let your intuition guide you. So we have Gemini. Geminis be catching a bad rap too. I noticed that too. Geminis be crazy as fuck though, but I mean, I don't got nothing bad to say about Geminis. Aquarius. You water signs dealing with air signs, huh? When you gonna learn? God damn, look. And the worst one of all, Virgo. All right. No, excuse me. Libra. I take that back. That's Libra. I got love for the leaves. Oh, Krabby Patty. Got some Krabby Patty action. So far, like I said, Gemini, all the air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. We have some Krabby Patty action. You always catching. I know, baby. I know. It's okay. Who else? What we got? And finally, seems like some of you water signs are dealing with some Pisces action as well. I told you they're crazy. You got to love them though. You know what I'm saying? Pisces action right here. Pisces action. I think some of these also have, I sense some major daddy issues going on here too. So if you are a woman and you're dealing with a man and you're like, this guy, you know, treats me like shit, but he reminds me of my dad. You know, did your dad treat you like shit? You know, I just seen the word and I heard the word daddy issues like a motherfucker. Now I know that goes on, but it's something going on here. All right. So let me just do one more scan over and see if, oh, I think I owe you some initials, don't I, water signs? Yeah. All right. You know, I love you. So, I mean, with all due respect to Libras, but fuck the Libras, Shango loves you. Okay. Some of those water signs embody that air energy too. True. True. First initial that I have though for you water signs, you want to look out for. Maybe you'll see your own initial or someone that you're dealing with. I see a Q as in queef. Okay, Q. I'm sorry, that's just the first word that I could think of. I'm trying to keep this shit moving. All right. I'm seeing a U as in Utah. I'm seeing an S as in sexy. All right. I'm seeing a W as in what the fuck? Okay. W. Cat Stevens. Oh, Lord. The devil must have a sweater on. It must be cold down there. How you been? I'm seeing an N. An N. Okay. Like an N. As in nasty. All right. So we have N. You rewind the shit. Yes. All right. That's what I have for you, though, water signs. This is going to be a very transformative winter for you. A lot of you. Many of you. Many of you. It's going to seem like you're going to take some L's in some form or fashion. It's not really an L. It's just a change, though. That's really all. That's really what it is. I want you to like see it that way. But then again, I can't tell you how to see shit. Like you have to do that. And now we're going to the air signs. I think because I'm like a cerebral type of psycho, you know, I really get along with the air signs. I really do. Okay. Cold as fuck. Yeah, I am so cold. Don't even say that word cold. Like I am so tired of the cold already. And we're not even in winter yet. Like, and I know like I complain about 40 degrees and 39 degrees, right? Like I'm tired of my lips being fucking burnt cold and shit and dry. I want to smile, but you get that crack in the middle, that good crack. Yeah. Your nose runs in cold weather. You don't even have to be sick. Shit just fucking runs. You know what I'm saying? Over it. Just over it. I need heat. I need some fucking heat. That's why I'm going to fucking Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Because I need some heat. Real heat. Even though I know it's probably cold as fuck. I know it's cold at night down there. Who heat? I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to hit me to the gang down there. And as in never going back. Never say never. Never say never. Never say never, Sandy. I was trying to darken up now. I'm gonna get. Yeah, you're gonna get sugar cookie color. Hey, yeah, who he? Is it like? What's the weather like over there? Do you mind? Because I'm going to be there. I'm not going to say it publicly exactly when I'm going to be there, but let's just put it this way. It's very, very soon. It's cold right now. I don't want to hear that shit. Who he? I don't want to hear that shit. All right. Is it cold in the daytime? Or can I at least get some 80s and 90s in the daytime? All right. Air signs. Air signs. 55 in the shadow, 60. That's almost like what it is here. I'm gonna have to go somewhere tropical. I'm just gonna move to the equator. I think that's the secret. No 80s. Yeah, that's cold to me too, Mom. That's cold to me too. Shit. Fuck that. All right. Well, air signs, air signs, air signs. Give me what I need for the air signs. Show me what I need. What information needs to come through for the air signs? It's being represented by this full moon in Gemini. Hawaii. Yeah, then you got to worry about fucking volcanoes and shit. Take Cat Steven says, take me with you. Calgon, what's my name? Calgon? That's an old school joke. Some of you probably can get that shit. Let me see here. That's the thing. My friend in Texas was saying it's cold up north. It's cool, but like cold this winter. It's been weird. God damn. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, okay, Colombia, it might have to be. Colombia or Panama, it may have to be. Shit. It just might have to be. Ooh, Lord, air signs, buck up. This whole Gemini full moony energy is bringing some crazy shit for you. Yeah, I'll take the heat any day. Any day. Why, thank you so much, Prophetess. Any day. Just give me a moment here. Let's see how this is really going. It's kind of like bittersweet in a way. I'll just say it's good. I'll say it's good, but there's definitely some challenges you're going to have to face here. Some bumps. And of course, the biggest bump is when these things happen in your life soon, within the next few weeks, air signs, you're going to have to be able to get control of your mind or not be ran by it, because I see a lot of worry and anxiety also coming through. So, yep. First off, I'm going to start at the end of this particular spread. I'll save the good news for last. How about that? I see something that you might call a tower moment. This tower moment. Now, the information is still coming through from this. And there's usually with the jokers, for me, it's like really mysterious, enigmatic energy. So they only give me pieces when it comes to the Joker. I've also learned that a lot of times it has to do with timing, because, you can have the right piece of information, but if you get it at the wrong time, you're going to have some problems or just whatever. So I'm seeing definitely, though, some tower moments going through. I just wanted to tell you that right now. Tower moments, you can't really plan for them. That's why they were tower moment. You can't anticipate them because they are a tower moment. They seem to just pop out of left field. They catch you by surprise. They use the element of surprise. That is one of the main factors of a tower moment. Now, sometimes you can kind of feel within you that you're headed towards a tower moment. How do you know that? Well, let's say it like this, air sign. If you've been knowingly neglecting something or not handling your business in whatever way, right? That could be maybe within a relationship, staying somewhere too long that you're not supposed to be, partaking in activities that you're not supposed to be doing. And I'm not saying this from a moral point of view. I'm just saying when your spirit, when your solar plexus says, hey, bitch, nah, and you still keep doing it and you feel guilty for doing it almost as you're doing it and after, that type of shit. And also like not handling your business. Maybe you're intimidated by something, so you've been procrastinating on something, and every day it's like a little snowball that just gets a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger, and you can just feel it. This snowball, we'll call, is worry, right? You're afraid of something, so you're avoiding it for some particular reason. Maybe you're avoiding doing this thing or taking care of it because somewhere inside you don't think you can, or that you think you're going to fuck it up, or you've been putting too much pressure on yourself. Like, I got to get this right. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it off the pedestal and just fucking do it, you know? And to add insult to injury, some of you, air signs, your inner enemy is manifested outside of you. I'm seeing the form of a woman. Some of you may have your adversary may be at your job. Your adversary may be a manager, a boss who happens to have a snatch. Okay. This woman, for many of you air signs, a woman is tied in to your tower moment. Okay. Maybe she's contributing to the conditions which are going to erupt as this tower moment. Okay. Here she is. Take a good look. All right. Let's see what else might be coming through. And oh, yes. For some of you air signs, this tower moment is going to be within a relationship. I have this feeling like the energy that I'm also getting right now is like one of like, this bitch is kind of like, she knows how to like bully. Okay. Like she might be some type of a bully or have this kind of bully energy or intimidation, mind games, psyop type of psychological warfare, but on a bitch level, you know what I'm saying? Like that. All right. So you might be dealing with somebody who this could maybe be an ex or not so much of an ex, a right now and a next. Okay. This is what I was talking about along the lines of worry and anxiety, shit like that. Now, I'm glad that Rico said what he said because he said, I'm just afraid of failure. I'm afraid, I'm kind of a perfectionist, you know? And there's nothing wrong. The perfectionist part is if you dig deeper, usually with that, you had someone in your early life that somehow made you feel like nothing you did was good enough or whatever. Like you got to like constantly try and prove yourself, or there's this side of you that's like, I gotta always prove myself. And because of that, you put a whole lot more pressure, so much pressure that a lot of times you will procrastinate rather than even take a chance of making a mistake, right? But the mistakes are a must. Okay, my little air signs, like you have to understand, you get to success through a series of mistakes. There is, I know I can't judge anyone because I know I used to really be like that, where like, if I'm not coming out the gate and it's just successful and smooth, then it means I'm not going to be able to do it. And I was deathly afraid of that. As opposed to, yo, this is just some feedback. Let me take the feedback, examine it. Okay, how can I make some tweaks, some changes, and then I just keep moving forward. It's kind of like when you're a child learning how to ride a bike. How many times did you fall off the fucking bike? I've seen so many, in teaching kids to ride bikes and shit, right? They fall off, they laugh because they can't wait to get back on. And because they know that they're about to get it. They know they're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the attitude you want to have in all your endeavors in life. It's not a death sentence if you make a mistake. It's not a death sentence. And you know what? Ain't shit perfect. Ain't shit ever going to be perfect. So find the perfection in imperfections. It's good to take pride in your work. It's good to do the absolute best that you can. But at some point in time, you got to come with it. Ready or not, here I come. Like, you just got to be on that shit. You know, that's what it is. Now, let's get to some good news for you. Better news. All right. Some of you are going to manifest either a particular amount of money, a specific amount of money that you have been wanting to have, right? This may also, I'm seeing a house or a new residence, a place that you've been trying to like manifest into, or, you know, just move into, a new car. It could be something like that. It's something physical, all right? Something of value though, something that you value, you've been wanting. I see a completion here, all right? Like your contract is fulfilled. Here's your check, you know? That's another good point, Rico. That is one of the most powerful things you can do. You're getting on the wall of fame for that one, young man. Okay. Hold on. I laugh at myself. Do you know how divine that is? Just that right there. Just that right there. Do you know how divine that is? Let's say you have something that you've been doing that you just don't, that you want to stop. If you can laugh at yourself, I promise you, you'll be able to stop so quick. You won't even, your head will spin. There is so much, there's a whole science to, I mean, that's why I'm not going to go into it here, but like, I've been studying on it, like the science of the laughing Buddhas. There's a whole like thing around them. And really, when you think of how really nothing that we do here is actually going to fucking matter usually, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're all going to check out of here. And when we're gone, yeah, maybe we could have impacted somebody or a group of people or whatever, but 99% of the shit is going to just be gone. It's not going to matter anyways. So you might as well be able to laugh at yourself. If you made a mistake, like, laugh at yourself, as opposed to coming down hard on yourself, judging yourself, you know, all that stuff like that. Like, you will make the changes you want so much faster and easier if you can laugh at yourself versus if you judge yourself and you beat yourself up. Yep. So like I said, you will air signs you got some things coming. Like I said, it's either been a particular amount or like I've been wanting to get, a particular amount for residents. Some of you air signs are going to be moving. You might not be moving far, but it's somewhere, a place that you like much better than the one you're at now. New cars, something. Whatever it is, it's something that you have been wanting, you've been attempting, or you have been manifesting, because it's about to actually physically manifest, I'm seeing here. And finally, see, you got the good money card, though. You got the good money card. Man, so really, you got, look, there's nothing to really worry about, okay? There's nothing to really, I know that's not going to change you. You're still going to worry, but still, so what? Like, this is a change in financial status for a lot of you air signs. To me, I also look at a financial status as just kind of also maybe a way of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, your quality of life is going up through your finances, okay? I'm not saying you're going to be necessarily rich or something like within the next month or so, but yeah, the bag is coming. A lot of you, let's just say it like it is. You guys are going to get that bag. You know, you guys are going to get that bag. And it seems to me that a lot of you air signs are also going to, like, this is going to be a continuous bag, like a bag that reoccurs that you can keep getting, not just a one-time bag. That's what I don't like about magic spells and magic. You know, people get too caught up in the one thing, and then you get it, and then what? You got to do another one. I like to think more in terms of way of life, of consistency. You know what I'm saying? Of, reoccurring, shit like that. Let's get into some zodiac signs that have to do with this, any of these situations, and then we'll get to some initials. What you think about that? Claim it all. Get it all, Huhi. Why are you leaving anything on the table? Get it all. All right? All right. Show me the 5 signs that I need to tell the air signs that have something to either do with their financial change in status, maybe even this, whatever this manifestation is, something manifested, something manifested. It's like already manifested, basically. You might not know it yet, but it has already. Okay? Or whether we're talking about the opposition, whoever this evil bitch is, or this tower moment. I think the worry speaks for itself. Y'all do that automatically anyways. So let's see who we got. Hashadabasoto, in the name of Jesus. Oh, shit. This bitch just popped up. Some of y'all got some Virgo action. That's the problem to begin with. Virgo action. She just shot to the front. She just shot to the front. Oh, my Lord. Okay. She just shot to the front. Virgolicious was like, boom. All right. Who else? Ooh. Libra action. Libra. Some either going to be assisted by Libras or could be a secret enemy as a Libra also. This just in. One of you air signs is getting worked on. I'm talking about that magic. I'm talking about that juju. I'm talking about, like someone's really putting it in. They're really getting it in on you. I need you to understand that. That just came in right now. So like the word secret enemy just came to mind. All right. I'm not trying to make a spiritual hypochondriac out of anybody. Okay. Prophetess, you'll be happy to hear this. Krabby Patty action. Krabby Patty, the other pink meat. All right. Oh, shit. See, even right now, my lips is dry as shit. It's cold as fucking here. I didn't turn the heater on. How many of y'all have a problem with turning the heater on and then you wake up all dried the fuck out? Don't you just love that? Seems we have some Taurian action here too. Taurian action. See, it's all going to be exposed here on the Shango Ray TV channel for you. You should know that. You have some Taurian action here too. Some of you. Ooh-wee. Oh my God. We got your ass now. Shout out to the Bully Slayer. Oh my days. We have some Aries action. Now, it would not surprise me if some of y'all have your enemy is an Aries. I don't know what you done did. I don't know what you done did. Yeah. Celestial. Yeah, or sweating. Yeah, I'll lose 5 pounds in a night. That's real shit. Not like because I sweat like that, but when you sleep is actually, here's a fun fact for many of you. Maybe you knew this, maybe you didn't. You actually lose fat when you sleep. That's the biggest way you lose fat. Not sweating, Sweating just gets rid of excess water. When you sleep, your lungs metabolize fat, turn them into molecules. So actually you're breathing fat molecules out into the air. If you ever wonder where the fuck this fat goes, like, did you shit it out? Did you sweat it out? How does it get off your body, right? That is how, through your lungs. Aries heifer. now. I wouldn't want to be on your bad side though, Hui. Okay, let's get some initials. You want to get a little bit more fun? Let's have a little bit more fun with this shit, shall we? Y'all are live tonight. Like it. A lot. All right. Fuck that. I'm not even gonna relight that. We're just gonna do the initials. Then I'm gonna relight it. We'll just cut it early. Fuck the earth signs. We're gonna conclude this show now. I'm fucking with you. Shout out earth signs. All right. Anyways. All right. What are the initials that I need to bring forth to the air signs? What are the initials that I need to bring forth to the air signs? What are the initials that I need to bring forth to the air signs? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. All right, what do we got? First initial. We have an S, as in snake. Now remember, there's also some good shit here. So it's not just about enemies, all right? First initial is S. Second initial is E, as in E, all right? Third initial is U, as in U-turn or Utah, all right? Fourth initial is O, as in opposition. No, just O, all right? O. Oh my God. And finally, the last initial that I have is Y. Why? Why ask why? That's what I have. All right, so air signs, that is what I have for you. Okay, that is what I have for you. Hold on here real fast, because we are in pitch mode too.
Yes, this is Shango Ray, and you're looking at our very own Lakshmi PIXIU handcrafted, handmade wealth bracelet. We also have a slew of other PIXIU powered products that you could take advantage of for the Black Saggy sale prices. All right, these are very limited. Most of these sets, there's only one in stock because they are handmade. It takes hours to make each one. All right, we also brought back the 3-day binding spell and the 3-day breakup spell if that's something you really want. All right, head to shango-ray.com or link in the description, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace.
Like that, huh? I do. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Let's see here. What we got? Come on, comments. That's her, Galamit. Oh, shit. Well, you done got your answer, Huhi. And that's what we do here on Shango Ray TV. You know, that's what I do. You know, I if I can be of service to you and help you with anything. Sometimes it's just a confirmation, like you already knew it, but to hear it come out of my mouth, it's a little different, you know? And we're about to head into just taking a quick little break. We're about to head into you know I got you. State, mamita. We're about to head into some earth signs. Okay. I'm going to try and control my excitement for this. All right. I'm going to try and control my excitement. We're going to get into some good earth sign action. Wow. He said she's been casting spells for a year straight. I definitely caught somebody like it didn't happen at first. And that's how I know, because when I'm not even thinking along them lines and the shit just goes like right in, like it's like a news flash type of thing, like a pop-up on your phone or something. That's how I know. That's one of the ways I know. Well, yeah, that could be problematic. All right, so let's wrap this up. Give me what I need for the earth signs. Earth signs. I believe you. Yes, go ahead. Shit. Earth signs. Earth signs. Earlier, I was eating something with some sriracha. This is part of the reason why I started with glasses. And my eye itched. So I took the napkin that I was like eating with, or like that I had while I was eating, and I go to like wipe my eye. And apparently it had sriracha on it. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't fun. That was a good 10 minutes out of my day dealing with that shit. But see, just like in the name of Rico, I actually fucking had to laugh at myself. You know what I mean? My sister's a Sag too, but like she gets highly irritated with like everything. Like everything is like she gets really irritated. But yeah, if you can laugh at yourself, I just wanted to touch back on that point. Laughing at yourself is such a powerful thing. Like even in the physical gesture of laughing, you release things. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just good for you. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's good for you. All right, earth signs, you're up now. One more time. Earth signs. What do we have for the earth sign? Earth signs, what do you got? Jeez. It doesn't. Well, we'll cover this. I'm going to say this after. Oh my God, earth signs. Okay, just a second here. I know I go in for everybody else. I'm going to go in for you too. All right, earth signs. Jesus. You know, a lot of you earth signs are going through some shit right now. I'm seeing relationship shit, but it's actually not what's happening now is actually very positive, even though maybe the last week, 2, 3 month or two has not been positive. All right. But I can tell you this, you earth signs right now, a lot of you earth signs have a major decision to make. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. It's not like you're looking at a menu and that type of decision. No, this is like, as I've said often before, either I go or I stay. Either I do or I don't. It's like one of these kinds of decisions. Do I go left or do I go right? It's down to 2 things. It's down to 2 things, earth signs. All right. And this is what I'm seeing here. Now, of course, for each of you earth signs, this could be different. This can be different. All right. You know, we have to go through challenges in order to learn more about ourselves. Like it's mandatory. You're not going to skate through this life. Like if you had no challenges, you wouldn't learn shit at all. And it is true. You learn more from your mistakes than you do your successes. To be honest with you, if you can learn to love your mistakes just as much, even if not more than your successes, you're unstoppable, period. So a lot of you earth signs have been experiencing cash flow problems or just money problems, tired of being in a certain financial situation. You know, there's some earth signs here I'm getting where your codependency has been a major problem for you. You find yourself in these codependent situations and you start to hate yourself for even being in this situation. All right. All that is there is a process, a major process right now going on for a lot of you air signs. That's going to change. All right. That's changing now. All right. But I'm definitely getting that with this here also. As you see, it's not reversed. That's a good sign. So this has to also do with, like, you know, really, okay, thank you. I'll tell them that too. They're saying how a lot of you earth signs have been spending so much time and so much energy on shit that's really not that fucking important. This is getting clarity as to what's really important to you in your life. Not only that, but like what is that you truly, truly want right now. And of course, that's going to change too. So don't think, you know, just because you figure out what you want now, that may not be what you want in a year. That is okay. You can do another assessment, check back in with yourself, do whatever. I don't know, but yeah. So I'm just seeing a lot of you earth signs just wasting time on certain situations, certain people, even certain jobs, and doing certain things. Like you have the capability to like be either 100,000-aire or a millionaire, and it's not going to happen in the way that you've been doing it. The challenge here for you is also to break out of your practicality. Practicality is good at a certain level, but at other levels, you need to be able to transcend your practicality. Sometimes your practicality will conform to your bigger dream, right? But if you're too practical, you're too zoomed in, too close, you know, you don't, your vision is lacking. You need a bigger vision too, right? Just the same way that if you're stuck on the big vision, but you're not able to like break it down into practical things, that's going to be a problem too, right? But I'm speaking to you earth signs, and most of you earth signs are not, you're not the visionary type of people. You know what I'm saying? That I haven't met any yet, to be honest. I haven't met any. Like you guys are really good with the day-to-day, the practical shit. But you got to be able to look beyond that shit. You got to be able to look beyond that shit. And a lot of you are trapped. You'll talk yourself out of something before you even do it. Because the practicality, you know what I'm saying? No risk, no reward, though. A lot of you earth signs are going to have to get a little bit more comfortable with taking risks. Even let's just say go ahead and take calculated risks. I'm not saying stupid risks. I'm saying even calculated risks are a risk. Everything is a risk. When you cross the street, when you leave your house, that is a risk, whether you know it or not. So all this, you guys, you earth signs especially, you guys are like in this process of that. Now, thank you again. You guys, some of you earth signs are coming out of a real shitty relationship, or a real shitty relationship. And you're starting to awaken to the fact that you deserve better. But this is the whole thing with that. If you think you deserve a shitty relationship, you are right. If you feel in your heart that you deserve better, you are right. So no one can dictate that. When I see people in like shitty relationships, I don't judge. Like some people be like, oh, she deserves so much better. Does she? Because she's in that shit because she wants to be on some level, or she wouldn't be there. Unless she's chained up like Stone Mountain or whatever that movie was. Unless she's captive, she's there because she wants to be there. Something inside her is keeping her there. You know, so who's to say? But a lot of you are going to be awakening. That this full moon, this lunar cycle energy, whatever, this is what this is bringing to you. This is like, you know what? I do deserve better. And when you finally understand that and acknowledge it in yourself, and you know that, that's when shit changes. Just hearing it with your head, reading memes that people post on Facebook that sound oh so deep, that shit don't mean shit. None of that means shit. And next we have you guys, for those of you, what's going to get you into this other zone, right? Doing better, accepting better, not dealing with certain shit, keeping the main thing, and so forth. What's going to get you there is what? That's right. A tower moment. You guys are really ripe and prime for a tower moment. You know why? Because you're so slow to let go of shit or to change, I'll say. I don't know an earth sign that isn't like a slow changer. They hate change, like hate it. Maybe the only ones that aren't so slow to change that I have seen are Capricorns. Because Capricorns can be a workaholic, you know what I'm saying? But for even them though, some of them, like it takes something major, like, and they'll stay right there until something major happens. And it's almost like spirit comes and just fucking swats you out of that shit. Like, you know, we gave you chance and ample time to, like, I'll say your spirit. I don't want to make it seem like there's some outside force and they're just, you know, sitting around watching you, you know. But I'm saying something within yourself is going to move you out of there. And oftentimes that comes in the form of a tower moment or something that I don't want to say is even, I don't want to use the word tragic, although that's, that is a word I've seen right now. But it's extremely challenging. It can be extremely scary. It can be all kinds of different things. You know, it can be all kinds of different things, but I see some tower moment shit happening. All right. To me, these tower moments, like I said, are more because your unwillingness to change. If you can go with the flow, you know, you may still have tower moments, but they're not going to be as big, or they're not going to be as, you know, because you can go with the flow, you know. But those of you who just get stuck in your comfort zone, like super stuck, to your routines, to your shit like that, and to where the point is you become enslaved by your routine, something is going to come along and shatter that routine. All right. Another 7. Another 7 number. These, I guess, are for the higher earth signs. When I say higher, I'm just saying earth signs that are willing to do the work, to be uncomfortable and to do the inner work, because a lot of this shit comes from doing the inner work. The place that you fear the most to go within yourself, that's where all these gems and jewels are, right? That's where all these transformations, these different things are, right? This, of course, has to do, like I said, again, with emotions, with love. And like I'm really also getting to some of you earth signs really don't like yourselves. You really, really don't. And this is about finally beginning to learn, I should say, how to love yourself, right? There's no set way to do that. Loving yourself is not going to the fucking spa and just getting your nails done. I mean, that can be a form of a gift that you give yourself, which is done out of love, right? But some people think that just doing some shit like that is self-love, self-care. And no, it's not actually, you know, because you could still be a mess inside coming out that bitch with brand new nails and petty, right? And you still fucked up. You know, you had like a little 30-minute, 40-minute break because that Oriental chick was grinding on your fucking toes. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe she was massaging them or whatever, but you come out that bitch back in the same shit. You just got some pretty, your toes look cute. You know, they might look lickable or something. I don't know, you know, but you're going to be learning about that too. And finally, tapping into new passions. I'm seeing like, this is like also kind of finding changing your direction in life based on your passion. Like, I really am into this. I'm into photography. I'm into, you know, whatever it is. I don't know why I said photography, but whatever it is for you, right? Finally, like embracing it, like going after that instead of just working at this shitty job that you hate because you feel like you have to, right? Seeing some shit like that here too. Yeah, what I'm gonna do now, because I'm about tired of your earth signs, is we're gonna pull some zodiac signs. that have to do with these situations. We'll see what else comes through, and then we'll do initials, and we're out of here. Y'all still alive? Y'all still alive over there? Anybody? This thing on? Is this thing on? All right. Well, I got a show to do, so. All right. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate you. What are the zodiac signs that are having to do with the spread, having to do with the earth signs right now? This time, this period, this time to come in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. What is it? What is it? What are the signs? What are the signs? And also, this is just an off note. I know nobody's probably going to see this part of the show unless you're an earth sign. Yeah, your 2024 forecast is coming. I started knocking them out. We got a rush of them in, so I've just been, I've been pacing myself. I don't want to do too many in one day because I don't want to get to your reading and be burnt the fuck out. I don't want to do that to you. I like to be fresh. Okay, zodiac signs one more time. These are the 5 zodiac signs that you earth signs are going to want to pay attention to, that are going to be instrumental in one of these situations or what. You've been listening to shit. Don't be shy. First up, we have a Libra. Libra. Got that good leave action. Oh, blessed art thou, earth sign, because you got some Sag energy coming, galloping into the rescue. Or they may be part of the Tower moment. I don't know. I don't know. Either or. Capricorn. Capricorn energy. You hear that? You hear that? All right, let me see. Come on, earth sign. Lord Keisha, you could say hi too, okay? Because the math ain't mathing, okay? I see who's like interacting, and there's those of you who just lurk, all right? Aries energy. I've already broke up with you, though, Lord Keisha. We're done. Oh, and we got some Scorpio energy of all, just to come in out of nowhere, right? Some Scorpio energy. Some Scorpini energy. How about that? All right. Let's see here. All right. And now we're going to conclude with the initials, everybody's favorite part, because that's when it really hits home, when you hear the initials too, you know. I might have kind of missed you on the sign, but I'm going to get your initials maybe. If it has to do with you, you know. Earth signs, initials. Initials for earth signs. Initials for earth signs. Initials for earth signs. Hit me. So, the first initial for the earth signs that I have, again, that S is coming up again. That big sexy, all right, S. Or could stand for shitty, I don't know. We have a K. I have an S. I have a K. I have an A as an asshole. I have an R as in retard. And I have an 8, an H as in hell. All right. So an H, and yeah, you just gotta rewind it. That's your initials. You know what I'm saying? That is what I have for you, Earth signs. All right. So if I don't think anybody wanted, if you have a personal question that you want to ask now, I'll give you about 3 minutes. You can do it this way. You see that shit scrolling by there? Yeah, just follow that. Just follow that. I'm going to sit here and just chop it up for a quick second. And then we're just going to conclude because I have some things that I got to do. As I'm sure you do too. Let's go to the comments here. I think I got y'all in a trance. I can pretty much like implant some seeds. All right. So 8 viewers on here. Only 1 heart. I don't know if that's a heart for Facebook or if that's a heart on YouTube. But make yourself useful. Find your way to my bottom bitch, which is the like button. Lick the like button. That'd be great. It takes you 1.2 seconds. That's how I know you got some, that's how you know when you got some hating ass motherfuckers though sometimes tuning in because they'll just be like they'll probably be like giving you the screw face, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck your like button. See, I even gotta laugh at that, you know, shit. I even gotta laugh at that. Anybody, has anybody done any, are you utilizing this moon in Gemini for your rituals by any chance? You don't have to tell me what you're doing exactly, but just wondering if you are. It's funny because I was watching this video and the whole topic, I forgot I've never seen this person before, but it was actually a cool video because they were talking about how many, like, for those of you who know, like when people watch your stories, there's certain people that'll just fucking watch everything you fucking do and never say a fucking thing, right? And the video was kind of like about that basically, and just how like you kind of got to be careful because social media has, I don't know if it's created or if it's brought about what was already inside of people, but like this weirdo shit. Like, I personally don't understand why someone would watch somebody that they don't like. That just fucking baffles me. Why they'd watch their stories or their reels or whatever. I don't understand it. If I don't like you, I'm not checking for you. I'm just too fucking old school for a lot of this shit. I guess that just must be what it is. I don't know. I have to share on my other page. Somebody reported me for hate speech. Anyway, welcome to 2023. You know what tickles me is when they come and fucking slap you with some type of penalty for some shit you did like 5 years ago. That's fucking ill right there. That is just fucking ill right there. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is. That's crazy. That's just, yeah, that's just another satisfied customer on some hex tech shit. Yeah, but it's just weird. And then like you have to wonder, like, especially if some of these people you know in real life, the guy went on to talk about how like you might see one of these people in real life and just the energy be off, like the fake smiles or just yeah, whatever. You know, if they could have chose, they probably would have like avoided you or something like that. It's just weird shit though. It's just weird fucking shit. Now, I am not a stranger to the fact that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. I know that. All right. I know that. And I have no fucking problem with it. Because I let my horse nuts swang. Yonder, you hear me? Okay, you hear me? The Voodoo Prince, shout out. Oh, that's your second page? Cat Stevens says hater bots. It kind of seems like it's just weird though. It's just fucking weird. Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? It's got to be somebody with like not a lot of things to do. It's just weird. I don't know. It's just weird. And the funny thing is, it's not just like, it's like you can have, like, I'm a man, right? You can have bitches that don't like you or some shit like that, or just secretly hate you for whatever. I don't want to say hate, you know. And another thing that this social media has done, it's kind of exasperated each one of our own sense of importance. You know, like, I don't think everybody's out to get me. I don't think everyone's hate. I don't think I'm that fucking important. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. I don't. Not in that way, you know, but leave it to one of these motherfuckers to surprise you, though, you know? And the fact that you don't know what is their intent. Why would they be watching all your shit, though? Like, it's just weird. Why? I don't understand that. It's kind of kooky. I'm friends with like people and shit. If I don't like what they post or it just doesn't resonate with me, I'll just like quietly unfollow, like, to whereas we're still friends, but I'm just not going to see your shit on my timeline. I edit my timeline. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it, and I ain't fucking with it. But I don't have to go make a thing about it. You just remove yourself. That's it. That's it. That is it, and that is all. Let me see here. I'm going to do one check just because. Yeah, I just don't get it. I know certain, like, I don't even want to say exes, but like, you know, let me put it this way. At any given time, like, yeah, there could be certain bitches that may be current and then, you know, a lot of past debris, you know, shit. But whatever, like, hey, if you choose to like pull up to my job and fucking watch me and shit, all right, that's fine. I hope you rub one out to me because I'll take that energy. All right, I will. Let me see here. It's just fucking weird. I don't get it. Totally fucking weird. Yeah, I don't see nothing. So I guess y'all don't want to ask a question, which means I'm gonna get my ass the fuck up out of here. The worst thing about when it's cold though is when you have to go. Like me, I'm a late nighter. You know what I'm saying? So like having to go to the store and like wear 3 fucking pairs of clothes and shit. I'm such a fucking vagina when it comes to the cold, yo. I am. I admit it. I'm a fucking vagina when it comes to the cold. All right. What's this? It be black people doing it and being light skinned and Rican too. They don't think I'm black enough on this internet. And they call me a racist in color. There's always gonna be someone that got a problem with everything you say, man. There's always somebody. There's always somebody who want to debate and shit or try and, I don't know. I mean, I don't have too many people like jumping on my little, because I talk a lot of shit. Most of it's in jest though. Like I joke around and like that's just that Sagittarian shit. Like I'm the one to say that real wild shit and just not give a fuck. I say and do what a lot of people want to do, but they're too afraid because they're too concerned with what people think about them. And I just I just don't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where I got to kind of like sometimes, you know, be a little mindful of how I'm coming off, you know? Because you got to find that balance. I'm not trying to like, some people get on social media just to ruffle feathers. That's what they like to do. So they'll post these little comments or these little fucking things, you know, because they want to trigger somebody. They want to argue with somebody. Like, that's good, you know, good for you. Your mother would be proud, you know? That's just not my spiel. That's not my thing. I really don't care. If someone takes offense, then that's fine. You know, we can agree to disagree. It's cool. I'm not going to try and convince you of anything. It's fine. In that way, I'm boring, you know, because you're not going to manipulate me. You're not going to control my emotions and trigger me and all that shit. I'm not even going to get into how like social media is basically has psyoped and programmed people to just be so fucking sensitive. Like, what was niggas doing in the 90s and 80s when like anything went on TV? It wasn't no trigger warnings and alarms and shit. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, it seems like just a smoke screen to be able to censor and censor and censor and just keep tightening that shit. You know, pretty soon you ain't gonna be able to say a fucking thing. You're just gonna show up and be like, have to telepathically fucking speak to the camera and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking ridiculous. Like if I said fucking suicide, or I said death, or I said killed, right? That's what happened, right? I'm not gonna sit here and try and think of these other fucking words and shit, but whatever. People are just, that's kind of like that whole everybody gets a trophy mind frame. No. You get a trophy for what you accomplish, right? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Shit. What the fuck is that? It's just making everything pussy, man. And I love pussy. No one loves pussy more than I do. I'm saying, but to be pussy like that pussy is that weak. And pussy actually can take a lot of a beating. So it's not that weak. You know what I'm saying? I need to find another adjective. But yeah, just making motherfuckers just so fucking weak. It's just ridiculous. Even watching like regular videos, they're just saying regular shit. They're not even cussing. And they got to blank out a bunch of different words blanked out. Fuck. Good night, cat. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, but it is what it is. We just, you know, I will say this about social media. I've been able to meet some special people and Soul Tribe and shit like that I probably wouldn't have met if we didn't have it. So in that sense, like, there's the yin and the yang with everything. So I'm cool with that too. Just gotta, like, you know, you just gotta learn how to maneuver. That's it. That's all you gotta do. I mean, shit, we don't own none of this shit, right? Each one of these, they own all this shit. Right now, fucking Fuckerberg owns this shit that I'm talking on. Or I don't know who owns YouTube, but, you know. Because I remember, like, back in the late 2000s and shit, for many of us who really started getting into our spirituality or getting on our path, really, so to speak, for lack of a better term, that was the only way that you can communicate with somebody who could even remotely understand what the fuck you was going through. Because everybody in your physical life, it wasn't happening. You couldn't have none of these different kinds of conversations. You know, you had to have it almost online. And then it was like, how come all the cool motherfuckers are always like 1,000 miles away? But that's why we got planes. If it's that serious, you know what I'm saying? Shit. So Anyways, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you all for joining me, hanging with me, all that good stuff. And I hope that you guys have a good week coming up. Make it a good week. Make it a good week. Hope and try weak words. All right. So let me erase that, cancel, clear that. You're gonna make it a great fucking week. Okay. You're gonna do some things. You're gonna accomplish some shit. You're gonna have some insights. It's gonna be good. All right. So best to everybody, and be sure to go to shango-ray.com or the link in the description, I believe, to take advantage of the Black Saggy sales. We got some more things coming. We're going to be adding to them throughout the whole month, all the way to the day after Christmas. Yeah, so that's what it is. Shout out to everybody. And once again, thank you for hanging with me. All right. Larkeisha, even you too. All right. If there's any haters here, you too. All right. Shit. Because I'm just a big ball of love. All right.